Many years ago, in Marseille, France, lived an old shoe cobbler. All the fishermen at Quartier Saint-Jean and the women of the market of the square knew him. He was affectionately called Father Martin because he was old and because he was kind to everyone, even the ragamuffins that were chased away by other shop owners. Father Martin had not always been kind. Many years ago, his only son, who had been Martin's closest companion, had taken sick with tuberculosis and died. His wife, who carefully nursed the boy, contracted the same disease and died 2 years later. His daughter, almost overcome with grief, found comfort in Lord Arthur, who often visited the cobbler shop, pretending his boots needed repair. Martin had not seen or heard from her since she had gone for a walk with Lord Arthur. All this had caused Father Martin to grow bitter. He blamed God for the loss of his family. He tolerated his customers only to get enough money for food and a few other necessities. In the evenings, he shut his door so no one could visit. Oftentimes, he drank until he had fallen asleep. One day, a customer brought a Bible to the cobbler. "I need you to put a leather cover on this book," the man said. "I must go on a long journey over the Alps and will come for the Bible when I return." But he never did return. Martin felt unworthy even to work on the book. But after it lay on the shelf, week after week, his curiosity got the best of him, and he began reading it. As he read, his attitude toward God changed. So did his attitude toward people. He treated his customers with new care, and at times would invite the street children into the shop and read them a story from the Holy Book, as he called it. Although Father Martin learned many lessons from reading the Holy Book, there was one lesson he had not yet learned. Listen carefully and see what lesson Father Martin learned on that cold December day in France.
And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room then in the inn. No room? No room for him? No room for him. Oh, why doesn't he come to my house? Ah, and if he did, I know what I would give him. Oh, if this were the first Christmas, and Jesus were to be born in Marseille this night, I would give him these my finest works, and my last good pair of shoes. For my dim eyes would not allow me to make another such fine pair. His mother would have loved these fine shoes for her baby. But I am a foolish old man. Jesus is not a babe anymore, and besides, he has no need for my poor gifts.
Martin!
Lord?
Martin! You have longed to see me. Tomorrow I shall pass by your window, and if you see me, invite me in, and I shall be your Christmas guest and sit at your table.
Perhaps he is trying to keep warm. It's awfully cold outside. The boy must be half frozen. Come in and warm yourself.
Thank you, how nice of Thank you, how nice of you. What terrible weather we're having. It feels like we're living at the North Pole.
Would you like a cup of hot chocolate?
Yes, sir, that tastes very good to me. What are you looking at outside?
Oh, I'm expecting my master.
Your master? Who do you work for?
I am speaking of another master.
Oh?
A master who can arrive at any moment and who promised me to come today. You may not know him. He's Jesus.
Jesus? I've heard people talk about him, but I do not know him. Where does he live?
Jesus is the Son of God. He gave his life to save sinful men who believe in him. He was born in a stable in the city of Bethlehem because no one had room for him. I read it all about him in this book. He said that if I said that if he would pass by, I would let him in. And he promised that if I would watch the street closely, then he would pass by and I must let him in.
Do you think he's really going to come? But I don't know if he will or not. I'm glad you told me about him. I wish I could see him too.
I'll tell you what, the next time you come by, stop in my shop and I'll tell you more about him.
Thank you, Father Martin.
Hello? Come in, come in.
Oh, thank you, sir. It is so dreadfully cold outside. The whole world seems to be cruelly cold this season. Oh, sorry. But it does seem different in here. Yet you have no Christmas decorations.
Yes, ma'am. Would you like some bread?
No, thank you.
Then at least a cup of milk for your baby. I was saving it for my guest, but I don't believe he will mind. What brings you out in this cold?
I could not stand my loneliness no more. My husband is away at sea. I have no wood to burn, no milk for my baby, no oil for my lamp. And I know I'm not well and should not be out in the cold. But it seems I am desperate. I'm going to look for an old aunt. She might have the heart to take me in.
What? No shoes? Where are your baby's shoes?
He doesn't have any shoes. He might have been walking, but I can't let him down on the cold floor.
I have a pair that may fit him. They're the finest for walking, fashioned carefully for little feet.
Oh, thank you, sir, but you have already done enough for me and my child.
Oh, I insist.
Okay. Sir, who are you expecting as your guest?
My Lord is coming. I shall serve him at my table today if I invite him in when he passes.
Your home looks very poor. I didn't know you were an important man of the city. Now, who did you say was coming? Lord who?
Lord Jesus. Do you know the Lord Jesus?
Yes, it was not too long ago. He died on the cross. It was not too long ago I learned my catechism.
Well, my Lord is a living Lord. He is the Lord of heaven, but he came to earth to save sinful men.
And do you really think he passed here?
Well, he said he would.
Impossible. I had love to stay with you to see if this is true.
Well, here, take this book. It will not be as good as seeing him, but almost as good.
Oh, thank you, sir. You have been so kind. I hope I can learn how to meet your Lord, or how to know your Lord. We'll put the other shoe on.
There just isn't any wood to be found around here. And Mother will lose her job if she does not have any wood to finish baking that turkey for Mrs. Montague brought over this morning.
I cannot go a step further. I think I'm going to have a heat stroke. I mean, have a cold stroke.
There's no such thing as a cold stroke.
Well, whatever. But I know my feet must be badly freezer burned, and there's no wood to be found anywhere.
Michelle, we'll fine, son. Don't you remember before Daddy died, he told us to pray before when we needed anything?
Yes, I remember. And I pray, but it doesn't seem like God has been helping us much. How on earth can Mom make that huge lady for that turkey without, I mean that turkey for that lady?
I do believe that your mind is frozen as well as your feet.
But everyone's Christmas will be spoiled. If she doesn't get it baked in time, Madam Montique will be angry and not give Mom money.
Say, children, what's the matter? Come in, come in. Why is your little sister crying?
Well, sir, it's just that we can't find any wood. Mother's baking the biggest turkey in the world for Mrs. Montique, and she's out of wood.
If she doesn't get it baked in time, Madam Montique will be angry and not give Mom money so she can buy us snow boots.
And then we might starve or freeze or maybe bone.
And we'll get snow boots for Christmas.
Oh, you really do need wood.
Do you have any fine money to spare?
Hush, Michelle, you shouldn't beg.
I believe I have some I can spare for good children out in this blizzard helping their mother. I want to have a roaring fire for my guests, but I don't believe you will mind when I tell them about your need.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hold up your arms and I will lift it up.
You must keep warm for yourself.
Victor, be quiet.
I believe I will have enough for the day. Tomorrow I'll go cut some of the boards.
God bless you, sir. Hope you enjoy your guest.
God bless you, sir.
That girl, didn't he?
Yeah, with a little help from you.
Come in, it's awfully cold to be out pedaling. Sit by my fire and warm yourself. And here, drink this, it will warm you up.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. You never know, Huntsy. I appreciate a little rest by your cozy fire.
Well, Joe, how have you been since I last saw you? Is you as forgetful as ever?
I'm afraid so. My mind just keeps playing little pranks on me. If you don't mind my I do get mixed up sometimes. Now to get down to business, if you don't mind, let me show you some of my latest wares. This being Christmas time, I'll celebrate. This would make your wife a mighty pretty present. I'll let it go for just $1. I believe it's the bonnet with bowstrings I wanted $1 for. This one's just 70 cents.
Well, Joe, it's pretty, but don't you remember my wife died years ago?
Died? Oh yeah, that's right, isn't it? Well then why did you want to buy this bonnet? Was it for your sister or anything?
I didn't want to buy it. If you remember, you were trying to sell it to me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well since you landed something for your lady friend, look at this. This. She could really pretty up in this.
Listen, Joe, I've got something to tell you. Something really great's going to happen to me.
Are you getting married? Well, she really does need this mirror pretty up in for the wedding.
Oh, it's much better than getting married. Jesus is coming to see me.
Jesus? Jesus come to see you? When?
Sometime today. I don't know, just an hour.
I sure wish I could stay and see him, but I can't stay in here all day. In fact, I just remembered I was supposed to take this hatchet here to Farmer Jones first thing this morning. So long, Farmer Martin.
Joe, aren't you going to take your wares with you?
Oh, yes, I believe I will. When Jesus comes, will you give him a message for me? Tell him about the only thing I can remember about my childhood is kneeling by my mother's knee and asking him to come into my heart. Since then, his life has been hard, but I've always tried to do But Mother said Jesus would come. Tell him that it might not be very long before I may come to see you.
I'll be glad to tell him.
So long, Father Martin. Maybe the next time I pass by, your wife will be back from visiting your sister.
What's the matter? Have you had a catastrophe?
I crashed my leg against a tree. It really hurts to walk.
We were sledding on a hill and crashed into a tree and smashed up my new sled. Look at his ankle. It's swelling and turning blue.
Poor child, poor child. Let me inspect it. It will be all right once I get it wound up. But say, what were you doing out in this cold?
We were trying to make someone happy on Christmas Day. So we took our blind friend Frizz out sledding. But it seems it never pays to help anyone.
What did you say?
I said it never pays to help anyone. I've been wanting this sled all year, but right after I get it, it's wrecked.
I'm sure no one meant to break your sled.
No, sorry. Father Martin, are you celebrating Christmas? Are you celebrating Christmas?
Father Martin, is that you?
Yes, yes, I'm Father Martin.
My grandpappy said you are real grouchy, but you don't see grouchy to me.
I used to be, but your grandfather must have known me many years ago. And yes, I am celebrating.
Oh, Father Martin, where's your gifts, food, and decorations? Is he bringing decorations and food and gifts too?
His presents, and that will be the greatest gift of all.
Oh, Father Martin, you mean you won't get any presents at all? I got lots of presents, like that sled that Marty just broke.
It's nice that you're getting presents, but Jesus can give much better presents than any person can give.
We can bring some meat and sweets to go with your bread.
I appreciate the offer, but don't feel sorry for me. I have had a splendid day, even though my guest has not arrived.
Well, we better be going now. I hope your guest enjoys his visit. It does seem a little majestic in here without all the Christmas dandies.
Here, take these crutches. They will help you get home.
Thank you, Father Martin. Thank you, Father Martin. You give so much. You seem so rich.
Trying, I suppose, to be the first to see Father Martin's guests.
So you also raised with that special guest?
I sure did, and I'm just dying to know who it is. I'm sure he's already here.
Well, of course he's here. I heard 2 hours ago that he had already come. Wonder, Mildred, you sure falling behind in your news.
And you are known for getting your facts all mixed up. I'm sure he's not even here yet. Who told you?
Well, if you must know, it was old Widow Smith. Little Florence Brown told her mother, who told her second cousin, who told her stepmother, who told old Widow Smith. You see, he's got to be here. He was jealous because I always go to town before you do.
Oh, well, I'm going to be the first one to know who his guest is. I'm going in right now, and I'm just going to go peek in that window. Do you think you could find it in the goodness of your heart to let a poor soul in and warm up a bit?
Well, sure, come on in.
But Father Martin, is your guest not here?
Not yet, but I'm expecting Jesus to come see me sometime today.
Jesus, Jesus. I wonder who he is. I'll ask Sarah. Now, who did you say your guest was?
Jesus, don't you know who Jesus is?
I don't believe I do.
Haven't you ever been to Sunday school or church?
No, my mother used to take us there whenever we were little, but we never took to it very well, so she stopped bringing us. Why, do you think we would have met him there?
You could have, but in this book is where you'll really meet him. Let me tell you something he read. He said, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in and sup with him, and he with me."
So you mean he'll come to my house too?
Yes, but he really wants to come into your heart.
I believe I have one of those books in my library. I shall go home and read it.
It is a wonderful book. It will tell you about Jesus and how to get to heaven.
I am just dying to get to heaven. I mean, it sure would be nice to see it. I better be getting home now. Thank you. Come, you over here.
Lord, I did think you would come. Day is ending, and I have not seen you.
Let's see what we can find in this trash. Here's a snack. Here's some spectacles. And a pretty shot.
Madam, what are you looking for?
I ain't tickled about what I'm looking for. You don't mind the poor soul takes scanders through your trash belongings, do ya?
Madam, if you would step inside for a moment, I can give you something much better than what you can find in the garbage can.
Ooh, 'tis mighty purty, soft as a newborn kitten.
Here, take this bread.
Much obliged. Appears like expecting company.
Yes, I am.
You sure you don't need this there bread for your guest?
No, I don't believe he will mind. The guest I am expecting is kind and loves for me to help those in need. Here, take this afghan. Wrap it around your shoulders. It will protect you from the north wind.
It's prettier than any of them trappings I've seen in them fancy store windows. I've never had nothing this pretty, and never had nobody invite me in when they was expecting company.
The guest I am expecting is Jesus. Have you ever heard of Jesus?
Seems I've heard the name somewhere. Can't recollect where.
Thousands of books have been written about him.
You mean he ain't uppity with all the books been written about him?
No, he's the most loving person there is. He loves everyone.
Even me? Old Perianna, who ain't nothing but a rag woman, don't even live in a house.
Don't you live in a house? Where do you live?
Under the stairs in the alley back of Smith's Laundry.
So where's your family?
Ain't got no family. Old Perianna's all alone in this world.
Do you know where the old French pastry shop is?
I sure do. I fetch some good bread in that garbage.
2 blocks down from that is a mission. They will give you a warm place to sleep and some food. They will also tell you about Jesus. Remember, he loves you, and he's the best friend you could have.
Much obliged. That must have been Jesus himself.
It was only my imagination. I so hoped it was real. But the day is ending, and I have not seen him. And now it is night, and I cannot see if he passes. You did not come. You did not come. Why did you not come?
Martin, you served me at your table today. I was hungry, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Verily, verily, I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto the one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Whosoever shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me.
When did I serve you, Jesus?
When you serve me.
Serve me. No,
When you serve me.
when you serve me.
When you serve me. When you serve me.
When you serve me. When you serve me.
If you see your brother standing by the road with a heavy load from the seeds he sowed, and if you see your sisters falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You've got to try a little kindness, just show shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you overlook the blindness, and you'll help them know the kindness of the Christ of Calvary. Don't walk around down and out, lend a helping hand instead of doubt, and the kindness that you show every day will help someone along their way. You've got to try a little kindness, just show a little kindness, just shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness, and you'll help them know the kindness of the Christ of Calvary. If you see your brother standing by the road with a heavy load from the seeds he sowed, and if you see your sisters falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You've got to try a little kindness, just show shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you overlook the blindness, and you'll help them know the kindness of the Christ of Calvary. Don't walk around down and out, lend a helping hand instead of doubt, and the kindness that you show every day will help someone along their way. You've got to try a little kindness,
Well, didn't they do a great job? I think I'm the only one that tripped in that whole thing. So they did great, and all. So let's give them another round of applause. And doesn't that answer the question so well when we're saying, what can I do for the Lord? It's how we can serve those that are closest to us many times. It's right in front of us, and as we serve people, we are serving the Lord.
If you see your brother standing by the road with a heavy load from his easy soul, and if you see your sisters falling by the way, just stop and say,